Back at it again, and here we are once again fact checking the lamestream media, and as well as another prominent figure as well, because once again they have lied about Uncle Trump, and we're here to address it. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive into what Nancy Pelosi had to say about what Trump said. She twisted it, of course, but here it is. Let's dive in.
He's even predicting a bloodbath. What does that mean? He's going to exact a bloodbath? There's something wrong here. How respectful I am of the American people and their goodness. But how much more do they have to see from him to understand that this isn't what our country is about? Praising Hitler, praising the Russians, honestly, condemning our soldiers for losing or dying in war or being captured in war. He said, what's wrong with Russia? They defeated Hitler. What about the millions of Americans who risked or gave their lives? What about him saying that soldiers buried in Europe, he didn't want to visit them because they were losers?
Goodness gracious. Wow. You know, just when you thought these folks couldn't get any worse, you know? So as you guys have probably heard by now, Trump had mentioned the word bloodbath, or the words bloodbath, in a recent speech, and it has sent mainstream media into a tailspin. And I want this is just ridiculous. I want to show you guys this because this came from the Biden administration, and they are pushing out more propaganda. Check this out. So I'll read it. I'll read a little bit of this. Biden-Harris campaign statement on Trump promising bloodbath if he loses. Okay. Tonight, Donald Trump said there would be a bloodbath if he wasn't elected, and that if he lost, there would be no more elections. After opening the general election by meeting with authoritarian leaders and rallying alongside conspiracy theorists, Donald Trump continues to praise dictators, promise to pardon political violence, and launch racist attacks against black and brown Americans. What a total crap pot of lies, right? What a total crack pot of lies. It's why last night Trump's own former vice president, Mike Pence, who Trump supporters called to hang for not overturning the election, came out against Trump. And what they're talking about there is Mike Pence was recently asked on like MSNBC of all places, right? Would he endorse Donald Trump? And Mike Pence said no. He said no. But it's Mike Pence we're talking about here. Mike Pence, you know what I'm saying? So don't really mean a whole lot. But anyway, let's continue on. This is who Donald Trump is. A loser who gets beat by over 7 million votes, and then instead of appealing to a wider mainstream audience, doubles down on his threats of political violence. He wants another January 6th, but the American people are going to give him another electoral defeat this November because they continue to reject his extremism, his affection for violence, and his thirst for revenge. It's funny that they put that last part in there, thirst for revenge. Yeah, okay. Which is all a total lie, obviously. But I want to play you guys this clip that Byron Donalds actually released. Just here it is. And then we'll actually get into Trump's actual statements.
He's even predicting a bloodbath. What does that mean? He's going to exact a bloodbath?
He is endorsing political violence.
Says that he was talking about an economic bloodbath.
Yeah.
I don't know if I buy that.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Yeah. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Shout out to Byron Donalds, man. Big shout out. Yesterday, President Trump held a rally in Ohio. He spoke about how outsourcing the U.S. auto industry would create an economic bloodbath. Now the media is deliberately twisting his words in an attempt to dupe the American people. This bloodbath hoax is shameful. And yes, it is, my brother Byron Donalds. It is definitely shameful. And listen, hey, once again, we need your help to share these videos. We need your help to share these videos because the American people aren't going to see. Wait, where did my video go? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I had lost the actual clip of what Trump had said that led up to the bloodbath comment, and because I wanted to play that for you guys right now. But these videos don't get shown to the the public at large without your contribution, right? You liking the video, you leaving a comment on the video, you guys sharing these videos, it all helps out obviously with the sharing because you're literally sending it to someone else or posting it on your own personal pages, right? But liking and commenting, it helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It forces the algorithm to push these videos out to more and more people, which obviously we need this because the mainstream media is clearly lying. Now, let's get into this clip from Donald Trump. Check it out.
Mexico has taken over a period of 30 years, 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in our country. Think of it, went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal. Those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars. They're building massive factories. A friend of mine.
Yeah. How disgusting, right? How disgusting how the media absolutely twisted Uncle Trump's words. How disgusting. Clearly talking about the auto industry, they're twisting it. But this is what they do.
So I wake up this morning, and of course, there's a well-written, very well thought-through, not press release from the Biden-Harris administration that says that Trump is claiming that there's going to be a bloodbath if he doesn't win in November, which is exactly why Mike Pence, of all people, did not support him for re-election. So let me just put this in context. This is the exact same thing they did in the previous election where they said that Trump mislabeled Mexicans and Hispanic Americans. They took something he said out of context, same exact situation. So I encourage you all to actually watch that clip because, again, this is this mass propaganda, almost drive-by political character assassination that they try to do here. But to put it in perspective, this administration, the Democrat Party, literally has sitting members of Congress, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Nadler, that said that if we don't allow for open borders, if we don't essentially bring in migrant workers, who's going to be in the field to pick the crops, right? You had this administration, this president playing Despacito and his wife calling Hispanic Americans breakfast tacos. And they say that Trump's a racist.
Great point, Anna Paulina Luna. This administration is an absolute joke. But I also do want to play these other clips here because, of course, mainstream media is going to play this game once they've been caught. Once videos like this have been shared enough, and the American people at large realize, oh, they're lying. They're going to try to say, well, that's not a term that people would typically use. So he wasn't actually talking about the auto industry. There's no way. Well, check it out.
Donald Trump's allies have now ordered mass layoffs at the Republican National Committee. It comes just days after Trump's allies, including his daughter-in-law, took command of the RNC. Headlines calling it a, quote, bloodbath. Bloodbath.
Bloodbath.
Politico's now describing it as less a shakeup, more a bloodbath. 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 What's happening?
I mean, it is. It's a bloodbath. Bloodbath. Bloodbath.
What did you think about Donald Trump's bloodbath comments? And I must note.
Oh, bloodbath being used on MSNBC? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Even CNN has done it before.
I want to go right to CNN's Christina Leschi at the New York Stock Exchange. And Christina, how bad was the damage today?
It was a bloodbath. We're down 800.
CNN used the term bloodbath? Oh my goodness. Right? Because I want to get ahead of their narrative of, oh, well, that's not a term that we use. Yeah, it is. And actually, I want to show you guys this as well. So I went over to Google, okay? And if you come down here to the Merriam-Webster dictionary and you click on bloodbath, so that is the term, bloodbath. What's this one say right here? Major economic disaster. Wasn't that what Trump was talking about? Just saying. I'm just saying. Isn't that exactly what Trump was talking about? You know, but once again, this is what they do. And I'll tell you why they do it. This right here, what I'm about to show you guys, this is a clip of a rapper by the name of Money Man. Okay? His name is Money Man. His rap name is Money Man. And he recently had some comments about Uncle Trump, which obviously I've showed you guys all of the different rappers that have proclaimed to love Trump now, right? Support Trump openly. Here's another one. This is exactly what they're afraid of and why they lie so much. Check it out.
Do you feel like Trump was a good president?
I fuck with Trump.
Yeah.
With Trump.
You fucking with Trump. If he ran again, would you vote for him?
I would go Trump.
You would?
Yeah, bitch.
You seen the shoes he just dropped?
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm with Trump, man.
Trump got shoes.
This my thing. I don't think the Democrats done did shit for us, man. I don't see who's getting rich out this bitch, man. Trump just, you know, at least that other side, they gonna tell you how they feel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Trump, man.
Shout out to Trump. There you go right there.
That's what they're afraid of. That's what they're afraid of. They are losing and losing big time. So now they have to reach and say, oh, Trump was inciting violence and he's calling for a bloodbath if he loses. He was talking about the auto industry turning into a bloodbath because he knows that the Biden administration is not going to do anything about it. As a matter of fact, they'd probably love if China produced more cars in Mexico and sent them up here to sell. They probably love that. Or probably would really love it, actually. That's what he was talking about. That's why he mentioned the term bloodbath. But of course, since it's lamestream media, they have to lie about it. But like I said, you just witnessed why they have to lie about it. And if you want another clip, actually, I can show you guys another one. This clip right here.
My name's John Russell.
Where are you from, John?
From Aurora, Illinois.
How long you been out here at the front of the line?
I've been here since 2 o'clock p.m. yesterday.
2 p.m. yesterday?
Yeah, slept in my car.
Now, the Democrats, CNN, MSNBC, they'd say Trump's a racist. Why would you be out here supporting President Trump?
Trump is the greatest president ever. He's not racist. He don't see color. He sees Americans. And
I'm going to save that one. Y'all just going to have to stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned, and you'll see the rest of that clip. But, yeah, that's what they're afraid of. They're losing grip. Slowly slipping away. You know, you ever seen the images of, like, someone, like, holding on to the edge of something, like, just by their fingertips, and one fingertip falls off, and another one falls off, and boom. Boom, until they're like 2 fingers on each hand, just barely hanging on. That's the Democrats right now. They're barely hanging on, and they're kicking and screaming, and you know, or if you want to, how did I phrase that before? A scared cornered animal. So you know, a scared cornered animal is going to scream the loudest, right? That's what I think is happening right now. They're trying to scream as loud as they possibly can. And it ain't going to work. Not today. Not ever. Make sure you guys share this video. America needs to see it. Peace and love. I'm out.